Pronunciation matters. Why? The way that you speak is one of the first things that people notice about you. You are basically making a statement in the way that you speak. Now, someone with good pronunciation in whatever language is most impressive, and that person radiates a lot of confidence. Another very important point, don't confuse pronunciation with accent. Good pronunciation doesn't mean that we all have to talk like someone who comes from England. As long as it's easy to understand, that's fine. Now let's look at some common examples of mispronounced words, and the last one is one of the most mispronounced in our part of the world. Let's have a look. Brigadier, often mispronounced with emphasis on the third syllable. So you won't say brigadier, but brigadier. Onion, the O is pronounced with an R sound, onion, and not onion. Wednesday, it's 2 syllables and the D is silent, not Wednesday. Government, the N confuses everyone here. Photography and geography, calligraphy, all fall victim to the incorrect emphasis on the third syllable. So it won't be calligraphy, it won't be photography, it'll be photography. Vegetable, it's incorrect when it's made into 4 syllables instead of 3. Breakfast, the second A is pronounced not R. It won't be breakfast, it's breakfast. More commonly mispronounced words, look at this one. It is AISLE, and that is something that can be pronounced incorrectly, and the right pronunciation is aisle. Aisle. And that's, when you go to a supermarket and you see all these different aisles that have different products to sell, that's what an aisle is. How about this one? ARCHIVE. It can be mispronounced. The correct pronunciation for this is archive. Archive. This one tends to get mispronounced as well. CALENDAR. It's a word we often use. It can be mispronounced by saying calendar. I've heard people say that. The right pronunciation is calendar. And what about this one? CUPBOARD, and you're not at fault if you're saying cupboard or cupboard, because the P is actually silent and you're meant to say cupboard. Confusing, isn't it? This is another one that's very commonly mispronounced, DEBRIS, and many people confuse the S at the end and say debris. It's actually debris. That's the correct pronunciation. What about this one? DEBUT. That's also a very confusing one. Correct pronunciation is debut. Debut. Now let's look at this one, EPITOME. It's also quite a mouthful, isn't it? Not easy to pronounce. You may be pronouncing it incorrectly. The right pronunciation is epitome. Epitome. What about this one? LIAISE. It can confuse you. The correct pronunciation for this one is LIAISE. LIAISE. What about this one? Something that people love to have with a lot of their fast food. It can be called mayonnaise and other things as well. The right pronunciation for this one is mayonnaise. Mayonnaise. This one is very interesting. Lots of people get this one wrong. Many people can call it mischievous. Mischievous. I mean, I've heard a lot of people say that. Actual right pronunciation for this one is mischievous. Mischievous. And you've got the emphasis on the first syllable there. Mischievous. This one very commonly, again, mispronounced because of the B. That is actually a silent letter, as are many in the English language that lead to confusion. PLUMBER, and it's not plumber, but plumber. Plumber. This one, QUAY. QUAY. You look at that, and a lot of people are going to be thrown. The right pronunciation for that one is key. Key. A lock and key, said the same way. Key. And I promised to share what I've come across as one of the most mispronounced words. Well, look at this one. Many people say extempore. The correct is extempore. Extempore. I've had a lot of people who have asked me to do an episode on pronunciation. Of course, we won't be able to cover all the words in one episode, but I will keep coming back with different episodes where we will identify some of the most commonly mispronounced words and how we can pronounce them correctly. I hope that this episode has been helpful to you. If it has, please like the video and subscribe to the channel so I can bring you more videos like this in our English learning series. Thank you and bye-bye.